and from there after the video break. But for now, I will do nothing but kindly introduce the gentleman I have in the studio, and then we will take it from there. Can you kindly tell us your name, please?
Okay, thanks, Mr. Bojang. Assalamu alaikum to viewers and listeners. I am Baboucarr, a Fuller boy, and I'm a Muslim. I'm currently studying at the Gambia College School of Education, and the program is Advanced Diploma Primary. So I'm glad to be here.
I'm glad to have you on this platform, Mr. Jao. Thank you so much. You are equally a poet.
Yeah.
A poet.
Yeah.
Very, very much impressive. We've been hearing a lot about you and what you can do. Yeah. And I think it's a pleasure having you here today so that the students that normally come to this platform that are seeing elderly people or teachers as their role model, or poets and poetess who are already up there doing it big, seeing them as their mentors, and I think it's very important for them to follow today's session because they'll be hearing a lot from you. Yeah, so I think there is it. So ladies and gentlemen, following the program today on Paradise TV, I just want to let you know that he is our panelist today on this beautiful segment. We will talk about poetry. Equally, he will take us through some lines, if not all, about the works he does. Let's say he will take us through his poetry work, something like that. And then from there, we will equally bring you another very interesting segment. And that segment we will have to do with creativity when it comes to writing as well. So today is all about writing, speaking, listening, and reading, because the second segment is also going to be about the young writers in our school settings. So we will bring to you some students who are very good in writing and currently are writing books for that matter. So equally we'll interact with them. They will tell us what inspired them to the writing fraternity, what keeps them motivated and so on, and the challenges, the success and so on. Everything we need to know about their newly career, and which is the writing. So thank you so much. Stay tuned. So in case you're following the program, equally you want to be part of the program, all you need to do is to send your comment to this number, and that is 301-7783. I repeat again, 301-7783. Or better still, if you're following it live on Facebook, kindly drop your comment. If you drop your comment, we will get it from there and then read it loud and clear for the listeners and the viewers out there to hear your own opinion. So, welcome once again. Yeah. So, can you kindly take us through what inspired you to take up the poetry as a career, especially into writing poetry lines?
It was a day I was influenced by sisters.
Okay.
Yeah, they do poetry and I was not involved in it.
Okay. What level were you?
Yeah,
then?
that was my upper basic.
Okay.
Say, maybe around grade 9.
You were in grade 9.
Yeah.
Then?
So they involved me to make an introduction because they were the one doing poetry.
Okay.
Yeah,
which sisters was it? The classmates or your
they were
elder sisters and younger sisters?
I just call them sisters, and then
okay.
they will tell me bro, and that's it.
Okay. Okay.
So they say we should go to the ferry, and
okay.
then they want to display some poems and
to the ferry terminal.
Yeah, to the ferry.
Oh,
terminal.
that's amazing.
So I should just make introduction, and then they will do the poetry.
Oh.
So after that mission, and I sat and said, yeah, this is a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
I learned a lot. There's a way in which we can spread messages.
Okay.
We can make the sleeping minds to rise, and then we can motivate people a lot through poetry.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided to say, then this is going to be my passion because I like motivating people. I also like leadership skills and so on. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So per se, after doing doing that service for your sisters at the ferry terminal, you feel like you can do better than that, and you gave it a shot, and here we are.
Today.
Can you remember what was your first poetry line written by yourself?
By myself?
Yes.
That's my favorite. It's Death Might Be Near.
Death might be near.
Yeah.
Wow. What a team to write on. So what a team to write on. Why did you specifically choose that team?
I choose the topic like that team, Dead Might Be Near, because mostly people reflect whenever they hear about death, and then they will reflect. It can make them to repent and go back to the Almighty. It makes people feel calm and then expect that there's something in the hereafter.
Okay.
Yeah, so I decided to develop that team.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I intentionally wanted to ask this: where is your inspiration from when it comes to writing poetry? Because any writer or poet, you know, that I come across, or you must have come across, must have a source of inspiration. Yeah. What is your own source of inspiration?
For mine, from that sisters, classmates.
Okay.
I started going through it, searching in the net, and then I came across a man called Kamal Saleh.
Kamal Saleh.
Yeah, from Australia.
Okay.
And for him, like, his poetry is based on Islamic aspects.
Okay.
So I also decided then this is the right person that I should choose as a role model.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, amazing.
Yeah.
So already you have chosen a pattern for yourself.
Yeah.
And that is you have to connect yourself or commit to the religious way.
That's my intention.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So let's talk about your writing because many of the writers will agree with me, or many of the poets will agree with me that sometimes there are certain moments in the day or in the night that you feel like at this particular point in time I am able to write better, or per se, when I am in this mood, when I am happy or when I am sad, that is the time I can write best. So tell us, what is your magic?
My magic?
What is your magic when it comes to writing?
As I was telling the sister, for me, I rarely sit and write.
Okay.
Yeah, I just sit and then start pondering. Like example, I can have a conversation with friends, and then I can omit something from it and then start to rhyme and develop. Then I would just maybe write it and then pack it for a person. But I find it very difficult to write a poem continuously. Okay. Yeah, it comes to me anytime, because sometimes I would just be happy, and then I would start talking in the house, and mom will just
comes in beats, something like that, spontaneously.
Yeah, spontaneously.
All right. Okay, that's amazing. So that is very rare, because in most people we realize that there is a specific time they normally have the strength and the courage and the flow when it comes to writing. Yeah. Some it is in the night, some is when they are sad, some is when they are happy. Yeah. But it comes in different ways, naturally. Yeah. That's why I particularly asked that question. So can you kind of tell us, among the poems, how many poems have you written before we go to that?
So far around 10.
Wow, okay, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were in grade 9 when you started poetry.
Yeah.
Which year was that?
Definitely I can't recall for now.
Okay,
but like I can say I started thinking and having it in mind, but I didn't went to stages like to display the poems.
Okay. So
but
which
year? In my grade 12, my final year, exam was approaching. So the same sisters invited me to join them on stage. Okay. And then they were performing a drama. Okay. So they said, let me also just go and join them.
Introduction.
Okay. And I introduced a poem. This poem there.
Okay.
Yeah, so
all right. So after grade 12, that is the time you take it upon yourself as a challenge. Yeah. Which year was that?
2023.
2023. Yeah. Amazing. So 2023 up to now, 2024, you were able to write 10 pieces. That's amazing. That's amazing. So can you tell us, as a poet, or let's say when your poetry career began, where was your first platform as a poet? Where you were given the platform to be able to deliver a full poem and interact physically with the people in that gathering? Okay.
Like apart from my school. Okay, from my school I moved to the college. Okay. Yeah, to the Gambia College, where I was given the platform. Okay. And then I displayed.
So that was the first platform for you? Yeah. That was the first big platform for you?
Yeah, the first, yeah.
Amazing. Yeah. Okay, so among the 10 pieces you wrote, which one is your best and why?
As I told you earlier, Death Might Be Near is my favorite.
For me, actually, I'm afraid of death. So
I know.
I don't know why.
I know.
I don't know why you're talking about death.
Yeah.
It's scaring me.
Yeah.
Huh? Okay.
Yeah, it's my favorite, and honestly,
Okay.
I do reflect, even for I myself, sometimes when I'm reading it or when I'm trying to recall, I will have in mind.
Okay.
It builds me, like I can say,
Okay.
because poets are just like prophets, I can say.
Yeah.
So you can't be motivating people and then you are doing sin.
Yeah.
So because we don't expect prophets to be sinners, right? Good. So it motivates me a lot.
Okay.
So I can't be delivering that in public, and for me, I'm not amending my character.
Your character.
Yeah. So
That's correct. I quite agree with you.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, that's the reason why you see it as
yeah,
the best.
the best and
Your
my
favorite.
yeah.
Yeah. So, I think I want to hear, if not all, few lines in it, if
Okay.
possible.
But I would like all. I would like you to hear all, right?
Okay.
No
Fine.
problem.
That's okay.
Okay, like I can start.
You can take it. Yeah.
All right. Here I am, being created to be a reminder, a reader in order to be a leader. This is due to the fact that great leaders were once readers. Even the final prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was commanded to read before he becomes a leader. So since resting and giving up is not meant to be my character as a believer, that is why it is my duty to deliver words that are right to remind and satisfy a believer. So please listen, let me deliver. Death might be near. This heartbeat always reminds me of death. And that is why I always pray that my last best deed be recorded and sent up with its last beat. See, whenever I visit these beaches, feeling its calmness and seeing its beauty, I think of the promised garden beneath which rivers flow, which makes me to pray that be among those that shall float. See, whenever the heat from the sun touches my skin, penetrating, reaching out to my bones and muscles, I also think of the promised blaze, the fire, whose fire shall be men and stones. And you know that you shall one day die, making tears drop from people's eyes, and in every part on this earth that you are, death shall one day overtake you towards the skies. Where you find the Most High in the eternal life will ask about your deeds in this worldly life. See, there's no lie, but your guns shall themselves testify. No microscope shall be brought to magnify neither a good nor a bad deed of yours, because they will themselves emerge and clarify. Kon xam nga ne di nga musa dee. Ni ku mos dundu dina mos dee. Même dee ci boppam dina mos a dee. Te ku fi musa dee ci ñun dina mus di jóg ni ñax yi di saxee ci weeru taw. Kon na ngay def ay jëf yu baax balaa la mawt di yóbbu ci kaw. So you just have to imagine for the day that your dead body is laid in that grave in front of everybody. You are buried and prayers are made by everybody. And then everybody will start to disappear. And these two angels, Munkar and Nakir, will appear. So shouldn't we fear for a punishment that nobody can hear? We won't want to be buried. Suppose that it reaches this year, then let's be prepared in this life here for the life after here. Perhaps you might not know if you will live next year, or in fact, if you're going to breathe after here, because death might be near. And that's it.
Wow. Because death might be near. I'm shivering. I'm shivering right now. Yeah. This is beautiful. I'm seeing the use of literature technique there, the alliteration, the repetition. I'm seeing powerful imageries there, and then I love it.
And then I did arts. I was a science student.
Wow.
Yeah.
How is that possible?
How?
How is that possible?
If you love something, you can do it.
I see. Do you have a mentor who is guiding you and doing the editings for you?
No.
Okay, you edit this for yourself.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, I am really glad to hear that. Yeah. You mentioned in your piece that you know, each and every soul will have to die, and even death itself will die.
Yeah.
That is a powerful expression that you did over there. And the fusion of the local language for the local audience too was so amazing. Yeah, so tell us, what brought this thought to you, and how were you feeling when you were writing, when you are putting pen to paper, bringing out this powerful piece?
Yeah, I was, I'm someone who is like, I like how can I describe this?
Okay.
I hate people doing bad things.
Okay.
Though I'm a sinner. We are all sinners, but I hate people doing.
Okay.
So, and I realize that mostly people are afraid of death. We are all afraid of it.
Okay.
But it's a must that we also pass through. Yeah.
Yes.
So, since we are afraid of it, so why not I use this to remind people, to recall, and then make repentance, and then even if you have to have a death, it will be a good one.
Yeah. A good one.
Yeah.
That's what we all want.
Yeah.
And I ask this again. What was your feeling when you were writing this piece? Were you nervous? Were you actually, let's say, scared? Tell us your mood. Were you feeling like, were you happy? Yes.
No, I wasn't happy, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah. For the fact that if someone had this poem and change, I would be happy. But the moment I'm writing this, or if I'm to display this, honestly, I will be sad.
Okay.
Yeah. I should express that feeling. Yeah.
So, tell me, I want to ask this purposely, you know.
Yeah.
Who were you target?
Who?
When you were writing this piece?
Yeah.
Who were you actually targeting?
I was targeting every soul. I was targeting every soul, including myself.
Including yourself?
Yeah, I was targeting every soul.
Okay.
Every soul that tastes there. So
okay, that's amazing.
it's for everyone.
All right. This is really powerful.
Yeah.
So, and it's very much inspirational. I think I love it.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, so equally too, I just wanted to ask this question, and that is, you must have recited this piece somewhere.
Yeah.
I want to hear the feedback from the people. How do you rate the feedback? Do you think the people love the piece?
Yeah.
And if yes, have they once confronted you about the piece?
Yeah.
Or has anyone come to you to recommend that, okay, I love this piece, but I want this, maybe next time when you're writing this is what you need to adjust there, something like that. Yeah, maybe critics as well.
Yeah. I understand your point. As I told you earlier, the first one was at the college, and it was a Quranic recitation.
Yeah.
So after them reciting, I was given a chance to come and perform. So after performing, honestly, I was, you know, it's not easy at times for the first time. So maybe their reaction, I was even observing all such stuff.
Okay.
But a sister, Manyo Bale, made a video, and then after sending it to me, after me viewing it, I saw the reaction.
Okay, you were able to see the reaction of the people.
Yes. MashaAllah,
so
they didn't clap, but MashaAllah, I feel that they
received it.
Yeah, they received it.
The message was received.
Yeah, the message was
Okay.
received. So then I took this video and then posted in my TikTok account.
Okay.
And then, though, I started realizing that people are liking it.
Okay.
So I say, yeah, this is powerful, and this is my favorite. Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the other poems and their the titles.
I have My Nation, the Gambia.
My Nation.
Yeah.
Our Nation, the Gambia.
Our nation.
Our Nation, the Gambia.
Our Nation.
Okay.
Yeah. My mom, I have a poem entitled My Mom.
Our Mom.
Yeah, Our
Yes.
Mom. All right.
Okay.
I'll change these titles.
Okay.
You are rectified, I'll change them.
No,
Our
no,
Nation.
it's okay.
No, I'll change them. I'll change them. I'll
Okay.
change them. And Our Nation, Our Mom.
Our Mom.
No problem.
Okay.
I have another Do What You Can Do.
Okay.
And I have Escaping the Mind.
Amazing. Amazing.
I can list them.
But these are very good, you know, topics you're bringing out.
Yeah.
Because I believe whatever you must have written about our nation or my nation, or whatever you must have written about my mother, I think it must have been real life situation, incidents, things that happen, and we all know about it.
Yeah.
We may decide to talk about it or not, but they happen.
Yeah, they happen.
Yeah, so here you are bringing them up, though we don't know the content yet. But I believe somehow, someday, we'll be able to know the content of some of those. Yeah. So tell me, those pieces, which one would you like to give us at least 2 or 3 lines?
Maybe Our Nation.
Our Nation. Okay.
I will choose that one.
Okay.
Okay. And I also have another for my area.
Okay.
Nemakungo.
Oh, so you even contributed to your community?
Yeah.
All right, that's amazing.
Honestly. So let me, if I can recite the one.
Fine, it's okay.
Okay. Nema, my area. The number you are calling is either switched off or outside the coverage area. The network is so poor in my area. Stagnant waters found everywhere in my area, where mosquitoes live and breed and cause a sickness called malaria to the inhabitants in my area. So let me just
amazing. Amazing.
Yeah,
that was amazing. So
yeah.
you are writing this piece to challenge some of the
we have
struggles
a lot of challenges,
and the challenges,
yeah.
especially in the rainy season.
Yeah, honestly,
okay.
Definitely.
Okay.
We swim.
So have you released this?
No, I don't release.
Not yet.
No, I don't.
Okay. So what are you waiting for? Or when do you want to release this?
Okay, right now, on studies, when I receive the private,
okay,
and then after settling for the one, as I was telling the sister, I will unfold this piece of paper and then start this.
Okay,
yeah.
All right. So tell me about your writing. How is it evolving when you started writing and now? What has changed, or what are you still struggling on? Or if you are going to look for help from somebody,
yeah.
where and which area do you want the individual to assist you when it comes to writing?
Okay. Right now, because as I told, I rarely write.
Okay.
Maybe I only write after when I don't want to forget it.
Okay.
But if I should need assistance, I'm not that exposed.
Okay.
I'm someone who's not that exposed to other poets and so on. I know maybe few of them. Yeah. And maybe I'm the eldest son and I'm not exposed, like I say. I was a science student, wasn't involved in arts, and so yes. That's the problem.
Okay.
But right now, as I'm in the tertiary institution, if I'm settled with this private and then so on, I'll put more focus on this, and I'll also inquire from others and then develop.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you will be seeking for help from people who will be able to inspire you and help you to be able to be a great writer.
Yeah.
And that's amazing. So can you tell us your challenges as a poet? What challenges do you face, and how would you want to overcome some of those challenges?
Okay. I would say we as poets and poetess, I can say, we all face challenges. Like, for example, this is my first time in such stages, and others are out there, they don't have this opportunity. So I'm saying thanks for giving me this opportunity, and I also like others to help poets, because this is the only way in which we can deliver the messages.
You're right.
I cannot be at home talking with siblings and so on without being exposed. I want the whole world to hear my pieces. Okay. So another poet, the same thing. We all want that, and we really need support. For me, I never recorded poems.
But it's in the plans.
Yeah, it's in the plans. Yeah, I never recorded due to financial and maybe occupation and so on. Okay. Yeah. So these are, I can say, the major challenges. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. That's amazing. So has anyone approached you for a collabo? Like among the poets, whether it is, let's say, these well-known poets already, or the upcoming ones, has any one of these ones approached you for collabo? If no, if they approach you, are you going to give them the opportunity?
Yeah, it's not I'm going to give them, but we say we are family. Okay. I guess you understand.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, so some they are greater than me and so on. Yeah, no one ever told me like to collabo. Okay. As I told you, someone hidden. Yeah, but as I'm having these opportunities, I'll be exposed, and I'm sure that I will have many to demand for collabo.
Inshallah.
Yeah, inshallah.
I believe so too. Yeah. So I just want to ask this, but before this question, I just want us to go for a short break, and we will go for a short video interlude. Yeah. After the video interlude, we will take it from there and perhaps see what we can do again. But before that, so in case you're following the program, you can kindly send us your thoughts on 3017783. 301-7783. Today with me in the studio I have Mr. Jao, who is a poet, and obviously we decided to bring somebody from the tertiary institution for today's segment so that he will be able to inspire the students that are trying poetry, that are venturing into poetry, so that they will hear not the challenge is not from only from them, even the students from the tertiary institution who are already known or who are already there, they may believe, are also facing some challenges. I believe that will really motivate them. So he is Mr. Jao, and I believe you really following the discussion as they are unfolding. Thank you so much once again. You can drop your comments on Facebook, and equally on 301-7783, so in case you're following the program, and anywhere you may be following the program from. Let's go with a short video interlude.
Hey friends, I need to further my education. Otherwise, I will be here dying with endless regrets. I am tired of the discriminations. You're right. As for me, I regretted why I didn't venture into skilled work to enhance my knowledge and sustain myself. Here I'm begging every day.
Can you imagine? My co-worker told me, this is our territory. Here is not your place. The house chores are waiting for you there. This is ridiculous.
Wake up, my ladies. Why should you disturb yourselves when you will all become housewives? You are all making noise.
Daydreaming boy. Don't mind these people. They are making me laugh. And all they do is talk. I want to do this. I want to do that. I should do this. I should do that.
Hold on. Take a second and digest the words that are coming out of you. Please be merciful. Women are the lights of every home, the backbone of every nation, the people behind our backs, growth and development. Women are treasures whose worthiness cannot be significantly measured.
Love them, respect them. Do not kick, neither bully nor rape. They are humans and feel pain as you do. Her rights are inherent and unquestionable. Who is there to ask as to why were you born with 2 ears? Oh, my society, for us to live a stable and balanced life, we must learn to radiate our lights of goodness to everyone.
They sacrifice to save lives, strive to struggle and hustle, yet they are subjected to endless violence. They bear depression, frustration, isolation and discrimination, yet they are being deprived from their rights. Domestic violence, sexual abuse, gender pay gaps, human trafficking and restrictive reproductive rights. Kindness cannot surpass giving your ultimate to those eyes which are innocently weeping.
No social belief should convince you to accept women's maltreatment. It is never rational. Let's show mercy to our daughters, sisters, wives, and mothers. As men, our strength should meant to protect, guide, and support women. Fellow men, please, for God's sake, let's change our patriarchal mindsets. Women are the architect of the society. If we break the ones who mold us, then who will be strong enough to build societal builders?
We all have choices, be it a man or a woman. Thus, it's morally unfair to determine the wants and needs of another. Mother Teresa once said, wash the plate not because it is dirty or because you are told to wash it, but because you love the person who will use it next. I am a generation equality.
The way we, men, have aspirations, ambitions, and preferences, the same way women also have aspirations, ambitions, and preferences. Therefore, let's always prescribe the right drugs for the right sicknesses. The notion of us versus them is inhumane. Women are the people of determination. They endlessly do tedious work just to feed the family, whilst we men are sitting in bantabas, chatting and playing cards all day. Yet, we don't celebrate their efforts. It is said, behind every successful man, there is a woman.
BJ Academy motivates and inspires all generations.
The Gambian shadow. Peace.
Thank you so much. Welcome back after that video interlude. As promised, when we come back, we will take it from where we stop. I'll give you the opportunity to greet anyone you want to greet right now. Let's say your parents, your lecturers, your friends, your loved ones, and the others. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
The other one. The other one, you know what I mean? Okay.
No.
Yes.
Okay, I will greet my mom and dad, Fatma Tambalo and Yero Jao.
Okay.
I also greet my mom, Mam Tutimbu. She's the one who raised me up, and the husband, Mr. Adam Ajeng.
Okay.
I will greet them, and I will greet each and everyone, like the whole Gambia, who is ever watching this. And I also give like greet my mates in college.
Okay.
C class, right?
Okay.
Yeah, C class, and then we have a gang there, peace gang.
You have a gang.
We have a peace gang. Like
peace gang.
5 of us.
Okay.
Yeah, always going together. And then
how can you convince me it's a peaceful gang?
It's a peaceful gang.
What makes it peaceful?
It's charming, like I'd say. You can, like, the environment, whenever you are with them, like you feel like, how can I say? You are
feel
always
safe.
ecstatic, like always happy, extremely. And then
all right.
that's the idea.
That's great then.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay. So I just want to ask this question because it's very important. You are an artist, for that matter.
Yeah.
You know, so being an artist, you should have a connection with your fans, who are the audience, right?
Yeah.
So what is the connection between you and your fans or the audience? What medium are you using to connect with them?
I can say right now, I'm using TikTok.
Okay.
I'm also using Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah. Those are the only two I can say.
Okay.
And yeah, those are the only two. And for the TikTok, maybe I can say after studies or whenever I have a time, I will video myself and then post it.
Okay. You use your own mobile phone?
My own mobile phone, yeah.
Okay. So you've not done any studio recording for now?
No.
Be it voice, be it video, you've never done that for now? No. Okay. But do you have plans for that?
Yeah, I have plans.
What is stopping you?
As I told you, I told you, like,
like
not that exposed financially. We can. There are many challenges, I can say.
Okay. Now you have the opportunity to talk to people.
Yeah,
they are seeing you.
Yeah.
And you're doing well.
Yeah.
You are really doing very well.
Yeah.
So you can talk to them. They'll hear you.
Yeah. And what I would just want to say, we need support. We are poets. We need to deliver, and you should just help us to deliver. Yeah. So that's all I can say, because if someone tells you, like, asks you to help, you can help the person in many different ways.
Yeah.
So not only I alone, but we need help as poets and poetess and so on.
Yeah. So if you talk about help, sometimes people tend to base it only on money.
Yeah.
Like if somebody says, help me, it means the individual is asking for money. But I believe in this other way, it doesn't necessarily mean that the individual is asking for money. Even opportunities. Yeah, opportunities like creating bigger platforms for the poets and poetess in the Gambia to come and showcase their talent. And let them be exposed. Let them be given awards, scholarships, if possible, to go, so in case they want to pursue a poetry career or they want to pursue any academic career of their choice, let the poetry be the stepping stone for that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think those are some of the opportunities that we might want to see according to the poets in the Gambia, because they are really trying. But based on observation, we realize that most of them they are not well off financially. And most of them too do not have the opportunity to be gracing these bigger occasions. Or I don't know actually, but let's say either the Ministry of Education or let's say the Higher Education, MOHAS, or any other ministry that deem it necessary to support the poetry industry, I think they are kindly and highly welcome.
Yeah.
Definitely, because it's very, very important. So tell us, do you have connection with the younger poets coming up, let's say, either in the primary school or senior school, and if yes, how do they connect to you and how do you normally help them?
Okay, I understand. For that question, I would say in my society, I had the intention to raise an association there.
Okay.
And the name of the association is the Young Race Association.
Okay.
Yeah, so the main purpose for it is to raise awareness in societies. Yeah, and I'm trying to engage these young individuals into writing and poetry.
Okay.
The only thing that I exclude is dancing and music, singing.
Okay.
Yeah, those are the things that I excluded there.
Okay.
But apart from that, other skills and talents, carpentry, we have females there, we started, but for now, it's pending. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you want to make sure they have diverse skills?
Yeah, they have.
Okay.
Skills.
So that they can contribute meaningfully in the community.
In the community, yeah.
Okay.
That's what I believe in. Because the moment you instill that positivity in a child at his or youngest age, you don't expect her to or him to change in the future. So it's very rare.
So what are some of the challenges there? Do you normally face challenges or everything is smooth?
No, everything is not smooth, honestly.
Okay.
Because for I alone, it's not smooth. So talk less of a gathering, you see.
Yeah.
So that would be the biggest problem. Yeah, so that's it.
Okay. So I wanted to ask this intentionally. Writing and recitation of poems.
Yeah.
Which one is your strength?
Recitation.
Yeah.
Is my strength.
Okay.
Yeah. Recitation is my strength.
Okay.
Because I would just, like the way we are conversing, that's how I just...
You can just compose something
and then it's saying this.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I can just hear a word and then try to rhyme it. But when rhyming, I will try to include important information in it.
Okay.
And then move forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So how long does it normally take you to be able to memorize an entire piece?
To memorize, I can say, if I should just grab a portion, I will just leave it there for a while, and it can suddenly come. I can be in the mood and then add, but the information that I'm going to add will relate with the one that I packed initially.
Okay.
So that's how I do flow. So
technically, people believe that those who normally go to daras or are in these Quranic schools are very good in that, and they can master a piece even, within a day.
Yeah.
So, are you a scholar?
No, I'm not a scholar.
Okay. All right.
You know, if I'm to write, I tried it several times.
Okay.
I will try to write a topic, but when I'm writing, sitting writing, so for me to memorize that, it becomes a problem.
Okay.
But the moment I sit without writing, so I don't forget.
Okay.
So I prefer to choose that way of operating, and then neglect the writing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
the writing, I only do it after thinking, and then I'll write it for once.
Then you can do the necessary adjustment.
Yeah.
Okay. That's okay. I think we'll be good. Okay. Finally, I just want you to send or the opportunity is given to you to advise the upcoming poets.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Like I would say, a poet is just like a prophet. So you don't expect to be motivating, because for me, I believe poetry is just to motivate. The poetry that I believe is to just motivate people.
Okay.
Yeah. So the moment you are engaged in it, try to raise awareness. Try to give rise to the sleeping minds. Let them know that they were sleeping. Okay. And then install words in your poems that will change their attitudes and and so on. Yeah.
All right.
That's all I believe in.
Okay. So I think we are not done.
No, we are not done.
Yeah, I think we are not done. So I just want you to tell us, what are you working on right now? Is there any project you're working on?
No. I'm not working on any project.
For now?
For now, yeah.
Okay. So,
and I'm just
tell us the reason why you're not working on any project for now.
I'm swamped for now, I can say. Fully occupied because traveling to the college, coming back.
Okay.
Engage with sisters' studies, and for me myself, having studies and other works that to do, that I should do. So, and I need a concentration to start something like a project.
Okay.
I may want to make it specific.
Okay.
Yeah, full focus.
Amazing.
Yeah.
All right, so that is it. He's not working on any project for now, but he will definitely do that for sure. Yes. So equally now, you, after finishing your, let's say, advanced diploma, primary, what is next? Do you still want to continue in the poetry? Or do you want to drop it? Because by that time, you will equally be busy at work. You understand?
Yeah.
You'll be busy at work, everyday lesson plan, marking of the kids' book, and so on. So what is going to be the way forward now?
Okay, for dropping poetry, that won't be done, I can say.
Okay.
Poetry for me is forever, inshallah.
Okay.
And after completing, teaching, I also love teaching,
Okay.
Honestly, love teaching.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Teaching is a noble profession.
Yeah, honestly.
So meaning, no matter what the pressure, or no matter what the commitment, the poetry will still continue.
Yeah, that one is the soul.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I quite agree with you because poetry is a way of life.
Yeah.
Like they always say. Poetry is a way of life, and it is, you know, an opportunity for people to be able to communicate to millions of people outside without, in fact, physically coming into contact with them, or in fact without seeing them. So that is the beauty of our poetry. That is why poets need to be empowered.
No, definitely.
The messages they are passing on out there, they are positive messages that you can be sitting in your house, you just receive an audio of a poet, listen to it, and you're inspired. It changes your way positively. I think that is very much important. So equally, now that you are in a tertiary institution, are you in any way part of a poetry club there? Or if not at the college, are you attached to any poetry club within the community or within the region?
Okay. What I would say is just the association that I intend to establish.
Okay, you intend to establish yourself?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's the one I'm engaged with the kids and some other mates, sisters and brothers.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all?
That's the only one.
Okay. Yeah. So if a poetry association approaches you, or if you heard of one that is a very good one and they help a lot to inspire, and they request you, would you join?
Yeah, I will be pleased.
Okay.
Yeah, I will join depending on if my positivity towards it is high, then the negativity I will join.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't also like to engage into other clubs that will bring maybe bad effects to me.
Okay.
Yeah, but apart from it, I'm willing to join any positive.
So can I now leave you to give us maybe a few lines of any poem of your choice before we take a leave?
Okay, now let me just extract these few lines from our nation, right?
Our nation. Okay.
Our nation, the Gambia. Our leaders set up promises that we never see. Forgetting that we make them sad on that seed, for our voices to be heard and our tears seen. Waaye ñoom ñuy giix ñun ñu dëkk ci mara xiif ñoom ñuy niit ñun ñu dëkk ci lëndëm yi, for I shall speak for the Gambia that breeds me. And she says that there are no enough fishes in our seas. The prices of our products are no more affordable with ease by poor citizens like me. Let me just...
Well, okay. That is amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. Here I try I'm trying to connect here. You're trying to advocate for the high cost of living within the Gambia.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
that each and every citizen of the Gambia is feeling the pinch of it.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
Honestly.
It's really very tough.
Stop.
Now, okay, let's talk about this piece a little before we take a leave.
Yeah.
The skyrocketing prices of commodities. The skyrocketing price, okay, let's say fares, because nowadays the drivers will increase fare anyhow.
Yeah, yeah.
You go to a shop at the end of the day, if you buy a candle for $5, tomorrow you go, it is $10, and you can't do anything. Yeah, so I just want us to talk about this. First, what inspired you to come up with this piece?
I experienced it.
From experience?
Yeah, as you're saying.
Okay.
Because there was a time you already have fish, like the price was high.
Okay.
And it's still, like you say, today $5 is for candle and tomorrow $10. So the prices are just increasing.
But sometimes, in fact, in the morning it's $5, in the evening it's $10.
Yeah.
It's really crazy. I don't understand. So this is the case. It's the fact. So now, what do you think we should do as an individual, as a nation, as a people? What do we do to make sure we curb this outrageous prices that is definitely harming us?
Okay. Like this prices specifically or for general?
General. Okay. Because
now,
we need to do something together.
Okay. Now what I always say is like if a society is developed and another society developed, it just means like the whole nation is developed. We don't always have to rely on the government.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I have the belief that we as a society, we are more powerful than the government.
You're right.
I have this belief.
We make the government.
Yeah,
we are king makers.
So good. So we cannot be sitting always trying to complain. Yeah, there are some things that are beyond our control, and we expect the government to do such to solve those problems. But there are other problems that we as a society can tackle by our own hands.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your target audience here is the citizens of the country.
Yeah.
So that they can be awakened.
Yeah.
So that we can take care of the skyrocketing prices.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I believe the message is well heard. Is it a complete package right now? Is it a complete piece that you've worked on?
Yeah.
Have you released it for the people to benefit from it?
No, not yet.
Okay. Do you have a special day or targeted date that you want to release this piece?
Anytime I can, because it's already set.
Okay, how do you release your poems? Do you normally assign a friend of yours to take you on a camera and you declare, okay, this particular day I'll be releasing this piece, and then you take a short video of yourself and you upload it so that people will finally see? How do you do it?
I don't do such things.
Okay.
As I told you, maybe after studies, I will just have a break and then make a video of mine and then just post it on TikTok.
Amazing.
That's how I do things.
Fine, that's fine.
So, but for cameras and others, no.
Okay, so I think all those things might be on plan.
Yeah.
Okay, they might be in planning. So thank you so much. Any final words before we take a leave of you?
Okay, my final words, I will say thanks.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm delighted. Yeah.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure
to be here, and at least maybe most people just had this message that I just delivered just for a single day. And I believe that it already changed some people.
Yeah.
People's mindset of thinking.
I agree with you.
And I'm also happy. I'm sending glad tidings to Aminata. Right, yeah. She told me like you inquire like if she can bring someone.
Yeah.
And then she thought of me to come and join you.
Amazing.
So I'm also happy. Thanks, Aminata. I also thank dad and mom and friends that I told that I will be going to paradise tomorrow, and then they gave me the courage. You are good and no problem, wish you good luck.
They gave you a tap on your shoulders.
Yeah. and I believe right now I'm really confident.
Yeah, honestly, it's really very important that wherever or whatever you may be doing or wherever you are, your loved ones, your parents, your friends are always right behind you, supporting you. Yeah, I really appreciate that. Okay, thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Mr. Jao here, a poet and a student at the Gambia College, a teacher in the making, and we are happy that we had this discussion with him. He's a poet and obviously doing amazing when it comes to the poetry industry. And I can say thank you, for using your precious time to come here, sit with us to have this particular discussion. And it is obviously a very nice time we had in the studio. And at this point, we will go with a short video interlude. When we come back after the video interlude, we will come with another very interesting session, and that is going to be young writers of the Gambia. These people are really doing amazing. They are students going to school, high school right now, but they have decided to venture into writing aspect, and they have written very nice books. We will bring them and have a session with them. They will tell us their writing skills, the challenges they wish to overcome, the success and so on, their inspiration, their success stories, and everything we need to know about their writing career. But before that, I just want to say, please keep following Paradise TV Student Hour platform, which comes your way every Saturday from the hours of 12 to 2 p.m. And I've been your presenter, Mr. Bojang, and we will go with a short break. After the short break, we're coming back. Stay tuned.
When I die, let no one feel sigh to cry. For the sorrow of my demise to melt your cries as I wave a goodbye. But don't shout out loud like thunderstorm, let the vibration of your voice not rid the sky. Just pass by, pray for my entrance to Jannah, where my religious sweats will dry, my journey to the destination of no return as my soul flies high. In the brutal hands of the angel of death, in his deadly doings no one can deny. So when I die, I will be a flared flat figure flanked by purifiers to wash me of impurities, spread into a mattress that praises and prayers will lie on, so the worshippers will hold on, hang on, stand straight, silently sing the funeral anthem against my sins, against Satan, against hellfire, against dark light where loss begins, then a push into the most comfortable blanket, the clippers of softness where darkness reigns, gripping me in hidden energy, clipping me in spiritual synergy, in submission, supplication, kumboning, kodoman, sembo, soto daming, dimbabe, janela daming, ninning, manta, mambeng, otofoku betol se kambeng, janning, junubol, kampempeng, nsenadaji ko jube, na balunya benyaming. So when I die, from me functions and actions will be uprooted, and flesh will look fresh when the soul is evacuated. I'll be dumb and deaf, blind and crippled, to resist the temptation towards the hungry grave and its needy son, that on the land I used to stand, walk on, dance on will open up to